Good evening, beautiful beloved hearts. Welcoming all of you to this incredible Tuesday, June 2nd, Tuesday evening.
Welcome. Thank you guys for all joining us on this powerful day that we're so honored in each of you being here and all that's moving through. We're just so thankful that we can be in this space together globally in our hearts and really holding the light in this moment. So thank you all for being here. We're so blessed, so honored, and just want to bow to each and every one of you for showing up for today.
I feel like through the last few months, we've had these significant days that has come up, and it's been the call to action, call to really show up, and call to truly unite in holding the light, anchoring the light at deepest level we possibly have been able to. And I certainly feel today on this 6/2 being also an election day, and also all the energies that has taken off collectively, and the amount of pain that is in the collective energy is tremendous. I mean, like, it's better to not talk. And let's just get into this. We're really thankful to each of you that showed up. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining us. For those of you that have been here, you know how to prepare. So let me just again go over. We began in first letting go of what's sitting in our fields, so that we can be a beautiful instrument of this divine flow, the divine stream of light, to move through all of us, all the way to the grids of Gaia and to the heart of Gaia. So we'll do that first, and we call in the beautiful team of angels to take this debris on this silk golden drape that they placed before us, so we can put it out and just letting it go first, so we can open space inside. Then we call in the prayers from all the team to unite us all together, all of our team joining forces. Then we fill our hearts with this beautiful golden ball of light, and we expand it through our bodies into our outer field. So we are just this radiant, glowing light, whether it will be in a sphere of light or a Merkaba or a crystalline diamond structure, or even a pyramid. It doesn't matter, but as long as it is that white golden crystal light. We connected to source light. We connected to the heart of Gaia. And then we allow our hands to be placed in the center. So we just allow to be streaming light to move through us and be directed towards Gaia and humanity, wherever this light of love is needed in this now. No judgment at all. And we allow the higher images, higher visions to come forward. So let's get started, because it's a big day for us to connect and really, 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 instead of addressing the heaviness, we just get into it. So Michael, let's start. What is sitting in your field that you like to place into the silk golden drape tonight?
I would just like to take the sadness, the frustration, the anger, the confusion, and just the disbelief in the heaviness that not only sits in my heart, but sits in the collective's heart of what these physical eyes see of what's happening before us. I'd like to put all that into the drape right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And each of you are placing that as well. So this evening, I like to place the frustration I feel that individuals that are so deeply conditioned, programmed psychologically, really traumatized that they cannot see. They just cannot see Their trauma and drama are so deeply ingrained that there's no other way of seeing. I like to place that into the center. I also like to place the deep level of compassion that I feel for the pain of the humanity suffering that I'm viscerally experiencing inside of me. I like to place that into silk golden drape to also be taken by the team of the angels and transmuted back into light so that I can be even more clear in my garment. We like to invite you now to please express what you like to put into this golden sacred drape. Express it outward through your voice, through your sound, and express, I like to release, and place it in here. We'll give you a few minutes, not a few minutes, like a few seconds. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for giving yourself permission to first release and let go. There's no way we can deny this. We have to address what's sitting in the field and allow the higher support to assist the higher work that we wish to do. It is in the release first that we can move forward into the next phase. So the next phase now begins with calling in the higher prayers. So I like to ask each of you to now place your hands in your hearts. And this is where from here we go straight into then the filling the bodies with golden light, and then the 30 minutes of the silence with the specific music in the background. So let us place our hands on our hearts. Let us take a deep in breath and together. And release through your mouth. We can breathe together in our hearts. Take a breath in, deep into you. And breathe out. And breathe again. Let's breathe for everybody that just cannot breathe right now. Take a deep in breath in. And let it go. Tonight we're going to do 7 deep breaths. Take a deep in breath for the hurt you feel inside for humanity. Take it in. Deepen that breath in. And let it go. Take a deep in breath in for our beautiful brothers and sisters in the African American community. Let's take a breath for them tonight. And let it go. Let's take a deep in breath in trust of the divine plan inside of ourselves. Take a deep in breath in. And let it go. And let us take a deep in breath that we all incarnated in this now to take part in this divine plan, in delivering the golden age in this heavy, dense times. Let's take a deep breath of compassion for ourselves then. And let it go. Beautiful. So, dear hearts, let's call in the prayers now with our hands on our hearts. As we all breathe in nice and gently with the in-breath and out-breath, creating that room inside. To source light of all illumination, to the great divine director, to the primary creator, we call upon your presence in this now, blessing us with your almighty grace in all wondrous ways. As we come with our hearts, with our minds, with our soul and our spirit and our I am together as one in this now, in this group gathering, we ask to be blessed by the highest vibration of divine light through the support of the spiritual hierarchy of light and love. Let us be the highest instruments of the crystal's light this evening, blessing all part of ourselves and all parts of humanity that is missing love this evening. We ask your almighty grace to cover us by the blazing light of the gracious illumination, precocious oil of divinity. Let the crystal's light cover us completely, so only the highest light of love radiates out of us this evening and from this point forward. We ask for Divine Mother, Divine Father to hold this space for us. We ask for our beautiful Galactic Federation of Light to support us, the intergalactic councils of light to support us on this call. We call in our star brothers and sisters of the highest light to support us. We call in the beautiful great order of Melchizedek to watch over us. We call in the great white winged ones to support us as we call in the great order of white rose and the great order of white dove. We call in the ancient white dragons, Alpha and Omega dragons and Source dragons, the Christ light dragons and the crystal dragons to also support us. We call in the Mahakohans of the rays of light to support us as we call in the great white brotherhood of light to support this call. We call in the angelic team and the archangels, the seraphims, cherubims, virtues and principles to also support this call. We call in the beautiful gods and goddesses of the highest light to support this call. We call on our ancestors of the highest light to support us, standing all around us. We call in our sacred animal spirit guardians to support us, as we call in the crystal etheric beings to support us. We follow forward and calling in the pixies, the elves, the mermaids, the dolphins and the whales, and the beautiful fairies to support this call. We call in the elementals as we call in the beautiful crystal beings of earth to support us. We call in the ancient Atlantean, the ancient Lemurians to support us, as we also call in the cities of light through their fifth dimensional consciousness and higher to support us. We call in Gaia's crystalline diamond, golden rose, and heart to fully bless us and support us with our unity Christ consciousness grid. May it fully be in our own grid template. We ask for this to fully be blessed as we call in the golden sacred pyramid to be placed upon each of us. And on this call, so only the highest light of love may interact with our field in this now. And anything less than the divine perfection, divine beauty and the divine crystal's light of love may not interact with our field this evening. We ask this fully be recognized in divine's holy name. In our I am presence, as we call our I am presence to merge with our human presence in this now. As we breathe in this into ourselves, recognize that it is done, it is so, and so it is, and so be it. In the name of our beloved I am, we begin breathing deeply now into our hearts, into our breath, into that sacred pulse of our heartbeat, from the origin of our creation, breathing even deeper into the inner present, where the great I am as a sparkling light is present. As we tune the physical eyes into our spiritual eye and see through our spiritual mind the sacred holy flame of light inside our heart chakra, and asking for this light in its sacred flame of light, the Holy Spirit light, to fully be visible, to fully be illuminated in its most magnificent, dazzling, glorious essence, radiating, shimmering, and glowing in all directions, allowing all that is not part of the divine plan from all timelines and all disharmony within our field to be transmuted by this holy flame of light from the origin of our creation in this now, as we breathe even deeper into it. And we breathe it out into ourselves, into our organs, into our muscles, this white golden flaming light with its most pristine crystalline presence. Breathing it deeper into our muscles and our bones, into our bloodstream and the lymph node, into our nails, hair, and skin, into our atoms and molecules, breathing it into our neurotransmitter, allowing our physical garment be illuminated by this sacred flame of light, so bold, so magnificent, so great, in its pristine, holy clarity of divine perfection and divine beauty, divine peace and divine tranquility, divine strength, divine courage, divine trust, divine health, and divine wealth. Breathing deeper into it. And in your out breath, expanding it to your emotional body, letting it glow even deeper. Breathing it even deeper in all your emotional body. On your next in breath, expanding it in your outer breath into your mental body to purify your thought fields, purify your mental body, and allowing it to be this white illumination, golden light. And in your next deep in breath, expanding it even deeper into your etheric body. Breathing the white golden light from your holy I am presence even wider into your etheric body. In the etheric realm, clearing all that is not part of the divine plan. And taking a deeper in breath in. And from the power of your heart, breathing this out through the holy sacred flame, all the way out to your spiritual body, filling your entire spiritual body now with this glowing white golden light in all directions, stemming from the center of your heart. Witnessing yourself being completely enclosed inside a white golden dazzling sphere of light, or maybe a Merkaba light if you prefer, or a diamond light, or even a pyramid of light, completely enclosed. And as I now ask you to breathe in the white mist from the breath of Great Spirit into you, making sure it is completely purified in this field. And allowing your heart now to connect through the vertical axis, extended all the way from your crown chakra, all the way through your soul star chakra, all the way through your celestial and universal and galactic and divine gateway chakra, all the way up to source light through this portal of light, connecting to the heart, the diamond heart of source light, of illumination, anchoring all the way in and allowing the streaming white golden light to stream down from the Creator's heart into the great central sun, to all the way to our Helios and Vestas, all the way through you, coming in through you, coming into your crown, into your heart, and moving from your torso down in this vertical axis of light, all the way down through the building you're in, passing through the floor of the building into earth, passing through the rocks and the debris, the crystals and the bodies of water, and the lava and water, all the way to the center of Gaia, all the way connecting to Gaia's crystalline diamond heart, allowing this vertical axis to fully be anchored where you're fully supported, blessed and loved by the highest purification of light. As you breathe in here, feeling your deep connection into the unity Christ consciousness grid. And you breathe in here, bathe yourself in all areas that you need first. And when you are ready, place your hands in the center and be a beacon of light where this stream of light would flow through all of you towards Gaia and humanity. Take a deep in breath in and release. Take another deep in breath in and coming back into this sacred space and release. Take another deep in breath in, coming back to this space, into your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your feet. And this next deep in breath in, returning fully back, opening your eyes, coming in this now. rolling your shoulders, adjusting your body as you need to. So much gratitude, welcoming all of you back as you're returning. And as usual, we would very much like to just have you integrate back and share with us what you experience briefly, as Michael and I briefly share what we experienced this evening. So we all give permission to freely express. Shall I begin? So this evening, as we started right away, I saw this ginormous stretched out arms of Divine Mother holding Gaia and just holding her, hugging her, literally hugging Gaia. It was so beautiful. It was like the Great Mother holding her daughter, Gaia. It was so beautiful, just so luminous with her arms, and I could almost feel like Gaia was just weeping. Her daughter was just weeping. Then I saw another arm holding Gaia, and it was like the arm of Divine Father. Then from there, the image went into other hands coming to hold. So it ended up being multiple hands, almost creating a geometric pattern, hugging Gaia. Hugging Gaia, and the more she was being hugged, the more luminous she became. Luminous and luminous and luminous. And then I saw through her center, her right in the center of her heart, the diamond had gotten so luminous that was radiating from all directions. And then I saw the Ascended Masters had put their hands on the ginormous crystal of her heart, and they were all luminous in that white gold, just pure luminous white golden light. And it was so bright, like blinding, right in the center going out. So here's the center of Gaia inside of a ginormous size golden white light. Then the Ascended Masters have all put their hands, they're luminous. And then those of us as Ascension leaders up front, we have our hands on the Ascended Master, we're getting luminous. Then other people have placed their hands on us, they're getting luminous. And it was like rows and rows and rows of luminous light extending. And you can tell it's such bright luminous light and going, and somewhere in the middle, not as luminous, fading away to then dark. So, and it was moving through whoever chose to connect to her heart. It was, everything was around the heart of Gaia, the heart of Sophia, Tierra. And it was very, very beautiful. And from there, then all I saw was I was guided to do clearing. So I did quite a bit of clearing with the sacred flame of the purity flame. And finally, what I would leave with was, oh, beloved Yeshua had me sit, and the communication was just set like in the Buddha position, literally in front. And he said, and he had me breathe a certain way where my body adjusted. And just like this morning's prayer, the true stillness, which was peace in it. He said, this peace, this is the key. And then he asked me, look at your mind. And I consciously looked at my mind, and it was complete still. He said, this is how you go through your day. And there was like nothing in there, like zero worry, zero concern, just perfection for like a few seconds. It was beautiful. And from there, my hands were guided to go over United States of America, just wash and wash and wash pain off. My hands keep washing pain. That was my experience tonight.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
So immediately when I closed my eyes, I just saw this just powerful white, humongous lotus. And as each petal was peeling back, the light grew until all the petals opened up, and there was the world. And the world was sitting right in the lotus, and the light of the lotus was cleansing, clearing, and bringing such immaculate light directly into the world, where all of a sudden it showed the world and these diamond holograms being placed in the atmosphere. And within these diamond holograms, it was interesting because it was like in the center of these diamond holograms were angels that were flown by these big, big, big white peace birds, or like doves, like the size of like dinosaurs flying. And they were positioned in these holograms. And as they were positioned in the holograms, that light shined directly into Earth, but into like a very sacred geometric pattern. That light was starting to then go into all of the communication towers around the world. So that when that light came in, it started to shine into the centers, into the media, into the broadcasting, and out into the world. And what was interesting about that is once that was all positioned, then I saw all of us in the center of Gaia, and we were sitting there in such bright light that light started to emanate the world, the land, like the rock structure, where all the land started to just turn into diamond crystalline. And the whole land started to shine so much that light was reflecting to these holograms and then up to the ships above us. And then all of that was reflecting to one huge, enormous crystal in the center of the atmosphere. And all of that was like shining, shining, shining. And it was like glowing, 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 back to the point where it was just this centrifugal force of light that was moving around Earth in a very, very huge purification, illumination, and radiating. As that was going through, there was one point where I just saw above Earth, there were many of us sitting in these huge, huge golden chairs. And light was coming through our crown chakra, coming down and coming through our hearts, and then going directly toward Earth into this huge crystal. And that was illuminating out toward the land, which hit the grids, which then started to really disseminate into the earth, into the water, into all of the elements of the earth as that was spinning. It was wild because at one point, I don't know if it was the council or if it was us, because we were in such a noble, holy place of light that was coming through, that it was like it was a celebration of what was coming through us and what was being transmitted to the earth and moving around and moving around. And then I started to see just so many different types of races just start, hugging each other. And it wasn't just African Americans. It was like Indian, Chinese, every Latin American, Europeans, Americans, and everyone was just starting to embrace each other. And then when they embraced each other, it was as if that light that was shining went through them and purified all the pain, all the wounds, all the sadness, all the hurt, all of the energy that was going through. And so as that was going on, at the very end, it was interesting because it just took me to these spiraling, these just interesting spiraling structures. And at first they were very gray, old, and stagnant. And so at the very end, it showed that this golden light was coming in through these spirals that were literally injecting into Earth. And it was taking these, like, if you can imagine old factory steel stagnant energy and illuminating with gold so that it started to spin. And then, and as it was spinning, it was transforming the color of the color and then creating movement into it. And as that was creating movement into it, it brought this, I guess I would say, I can't describe it in words, this energy that ignited the sacred flame of Earth, but more of the violet flame. And as that violet flame started clearing Earth, it went through all the 12 rays of light. And then that just went into just complete golden light. And I stay with at the very end, just watching it expand deeper. And so that's what I
thank you. Yeah. So beautiful.
Yeah, very, very psychedelic. Pretty wild.
Yes. And we cannot wait to hear from what your experience was. So let us get close. And I should just also mention this at the end. I was guided to create a diamond. A diamond was placed. My hand had to be on my heart, and then on my throat, and then even on my head. And the shooting of diamond light was coming out. So cannot wait to hear from what did you experience? And if you like it, share it here. We'd love to hear from you. And if you like to share it on our Ascension Alchemist page or on this YouTube, we also love that as well. Thank you so much for those of you who have stayed in sharing. Thank you, Dan. Dan is joining us again from London. Such a blessing. Thank you so much, Dan, for staying up. You're amazing. So thank you, Lori. Thank you, Hillary, for being here. Thank you, Lisa. Good evening. Thank you, Janice. Hi, sweetie. Janice and Fidel. So much love to you.
So much love, Janice.
Hi, Christina.
Christina, Lisa, Lee.
Hi, Lee. Good evening, sweetheart. Hello, Sandra. So much love, darling. Hello, Tabitha. So much love. Hello, Dana. Great night for us to be together. Carolyn, so much love. And
Christina.
Yes, Christina. And there's Luis.
Hi,
Thank
Luis.
you, Luis.
Hola, Luis.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás, mi hermano?
Hello, Francine. Thank you so much. Christine Ramirez, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Maida from Toronto. Thank you. And NCA from Arlington. Thank you so much. So let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. So Tabitha, let's see, what did you experience? Michael, can you read, please?
Hello, Tabitha. Well, I saw the Galactic teams, Ascended Masters, everyone surrounding Mother Earth, just watching our transformation, heads down, holding hands, praying, holding the light for all of us in Gaia. Thank you, Tabitha.
Thank you.
Hello there, Hillary.
We missed you. Hillary, you can come over now.
Come over. I saw all of us beaming so much light on the planet. I saw my own blue frequency pouring out of me. My heart felt so expansive, beautiful.
Good, nice.
Hello there, my dear Aquarius brother. Nothing but pure, unbreakable, fifth dimensional healing love. Beautiful, Dan.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us with your crystalline diamond heart, sweetheart.
Hello, Shelby, Sherry Cohen. Thank you, lovies. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello, dear sacred sister Lisa. Thank you so much. Hello, Dana. My experience was very similar to Michael. It was incredible. Nothing but pure golden light. The entire earth was surrounded by light and beaming through the people and the elements. Yeah, it was very interesting to put together where and how, because the light was so strong that it was this, I mean, it just came from many, many areas. And I felt part of tonight's healing was really to illuminate the deepest areas of earth in the highest golden light frequency, and that light came through the diamonds and reflected upwards to connect to the ships, to connect to the crystals that were around. So thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're so grateful that you stay on to share. Again, deep gratitude and deep gratitude for all the ones that joined us. Deep gratitude to those of you who are making comments. We're very, very grateful to you. May you stay this place, stay in this vibration. Take it into your evening and your morning, and from there start, your day again. And this is available to us all the time. And I post a note today. Let us just keep coming in this place. 11:11 a.m., 11:11 p.m. for 11 minutes.
333
Let's
444.
But I did 11:11
Okay, gotcha.
today in the post I put, just so we all meet in this place for 11 minutes. Breathe it in. Let us breathe for just the breath we needed, because we'll all come in this amazing place that already is everything. So thank you so much.
Hello, Francine. Waves of divine, loves of purity surrounding of Gaia and humanity, heart activation of all humanity, heart to heart with the masters, crystalline diamond, heart light, golden platinum light. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. And we'd love to have you. Please invite others. Share the link. Invite others. It's every Tuesday night. Get more to come in. Instead of they getting, all stressed out, let them join here together. This is that place where we can really expand all together. On tomorrow, I'm going to be live on my other YouTube channel at HoniB with my guest, Steve Nobel, that most of you know. This is the part of the 15-minute short video series called the Alchemy video series. It will be at 12 p.m. noon live, so please join us there. And on Friday, we have our Friday tea time Ascension talk. So right here, we look forward, as there's so much to catch up and share. Thank you so much. And I was planning to do the Ancient Sacred Breath of the Wheel this Saturday. I haven't put the event up. For those of you who've been so patiently waiting to take this, it's a 2-hour class, but if you take it, you have to take all 3 levels. I'll put the next level the following month, and then the next level the month after. You need time to integrate. This is the ancient wisdom breath of the whales from the whale masters from 75,000 years ago, that's been passed on through the hieroglyphs. It's been translated here. And I've taught it in so many countries, especially London community, in Dubai, in Turkey, in Spain, in France, in South America, and throughout US. And there's a calling for this whale master to come back in, and it's pretty profound. So I haven't put the event up yet. I'm hoping to put it up for the 6/6 portal on Saturday. So please bear with me.
And just one last reminder, in everything that we do tonight, remember that as these energies keep transforming through us, drop into this space whenever you feel these energies become intense, heavy, or overwhelming, because that golden frequency of light is within you and it's always there for you. So with that, whether, we obviously 11:11, 11:11 in certain times, but also know that in the morning before you go to bed, however you feel, even like today was my paddleboard, just connect with the sun, connect in nature. Even if you're walking, see how you can allow that frequency, because with everything that's moving through this transformation period, it's so important to recognize that your vibration and frequency is
not important. To get pulled. Not to get Stay pulled. Right here.
Just pulled here. And if you do get pulled, which is normal, and you do feel the emotions, which is wonderful, just allow those emotions to come through. But see if you can bring that visualization, that intention, that joy, that happiness, that imagination of what you see through that light to shine out into humanity, versus the opposite of sometimes where those other energies want to pull you. So just keep reminding yourself that golden light frequency, all those energies are already within you. It's just taking that time to put yourself into that attention and intention to really bring that into your daily, if not several times throughout the day, to get into that vibration so you can stay above it all.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Michael. That was perfectly said. We love you. We thank you. We heart you. It is amazing the amount of invitations this goes up, and you all are the ones that shows up week after week. How blessed Michael and I feel that we get to share this with you. You are just amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for humanity. How amazing. This is week 24. 24 weeks we get to sit together, allow these frequencies to come through us and come to Earth. To me, this is like the most magnificent contribution. And for that, I'm so grateful to you all.
We love you all so deeply. Grateful. Thank you. Have the most beautiful, sacred night. Blessings.
Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.